I don't know who taught her how to play fetch or how she learned how to play fetch, but she's been playing a lot of fetch lately. Only with this one toy. Yep, this is going to be another cat video today. Come on, Goey. Come here. Come on. Good girl. Come on, all the way. All the way. I got you. Oh, Goey. Oh, there she goes. For those of you who don't know, this is Goey, the cat that my friend found back in October of last year. And I took her in, really not kind of expecting to keep her long term, but you know what? I kept her. Goey, you want to say something? No? Say something to the camera? Since October, it's been November, December, January, February. Now we're in the beginning of March. So we've had her for 6 months now. The thing is, when we found her though, she was probably about a month old. So she's probably like 7 months now. She's been doing absolutely great. Oh, there she goes. She's got zoomies right now, so that should be fun. If you hear random stuff in the background of this video, it's just Goey running around. So in that time, I've got her fully vaccinated. I haven't got her spayed yet, but I do plan on getting her spayed real soon. The vet was recommending 7 to 8 months, I think, so it should be in the next month or two that we'll go get her spayed. We'll cover that in a video as well. You know, having a cat has actually been awesome. And you know, like at the beginning of this video, she plays fetch. I'm like, is that a thing that cats do? My friend's cat plays fetch, but Goey seems to be playing fetch way more. And she's really good at it. She brings back her toy like instantly. Goey, come here. There she is. Goey, you want to come be in the video? She's such a polite cat, although she's really active. She's always running around. She doesn't really like to be held too much because she just wants to run around as well, but she will let you pick her up whenever. Doesn't bite, doesn't scratch, doesn't really do anything bad, to be honest. She used to try and scratch a lot of things, and then actually one time she did bite through one of my cables that was connected to the internet. Luckily, it was a really, really like low power cable, so probably didn't even hurt her at all, but I had to go through my entire house with like sort of like a apple cider vinegar water solution and just wipe down all my cables. And after I did that, she didn't even bite a single cable after that. And I think we've kind of worked it out of her system as well. So she's been a little bit of a menace, just a tiny bit of a menace, but nothing bad enough that's sort of made it difficult. Because at least the cable that she bit through was cheap and easy enough to replace. Personality-wise, she's such a nice little cat. She's so curious. She's really friendly with people. Anyone new comes here, within like 5 minutes, she's all over them. She's so nice. And to me, that's kind of crazy because we just kind of found her, abandoned. And if you want to check out the video where we found her, you can check out the thing here. I'll put it up there. Because of that as well, like at first my parents weren't too happy with me bringing a cat home. They were a little bit skeptical, but you know what? My parents met Goey one time and both of them seem to love her now. My mom came over, had a good play around with Goey, and I think Gooey's won her over. And then my dad did come by, just saw her, but didn't play with her. But seemed pretty like neutral, I guess. I don't know. I think at first they were worried that it would take up all my time looking after this cat, but they've kind of realized that actually I've got just as much free time as I did before because she can be home alone. She doesn't need walks. Although I don't leave her home alone very, very often because I do stay home a lot. But she doesn't need walks. She can stay home longer because I've got her litter box. I've got her a, not an automatic feeder, but one of those feeders where it's just like a big tank and it just keeps filling up with food. And I've got her a little water fountain as well. So she's got everything she needs. I didn't mention every single toy that I bought for her as well, she has been playing with, which I love because I haven't spent a lot on her toys. A lot of these toys are pretty cheap, but she plays with every single one. Ooh, you're named after a fish dish as well. I think by far the one toy that she plays with the most, or two toys she plays with the most. One is a little shark toy, which is this one. And this is kind of technically a dog toy that I bought for her because all the cat toys I didn't really like any of the cat toys in the store, but this is sort of like a little puppy toy. And she loves to play fetch with this. She'll walk around with this in her mouth. She'll bring it from the other room. Look at her. She'll bring it over from the other room, bring it to me so that I can just throw it for her. So most evenings and most mornings, we have a little session where we play fetch together. And I think it's just the most adorable thing, watching her walk into the room with this in her mouth. Can we take it? This is the other one that I purchased for like, I don't know, like $6. And it's just one of these little towers with loads of balls in it. Every so often, if I'm like doing something, if I'm just like in the kitchen, or if I'm just sitting at my desk, suddenly I just start hearing like rattling like that, because she just comes back and plays with this thing all the time. And she seemed to have found like the most laziest way to play with this thing. I'll throw a video up right now, but I just walk out and I find her just laying down next to it, doing like the bare minimum just to play with this thing. And then sometimes she'll also just full on pounce on it. She'll climb up on top and pounce on it. Let's see if she pounces on it now. See, she loves this thing. My little trash cat who just plays with cheap toys. What more can I ask for? I also just discovered that she's a flopper. Let's see if I can get her to flop. Come on, Goey. Flop, 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 flop. She's too excited right now to flop. But I've got videos which I'll show. I probably have so many videos of her right now. Oh, there you go. See, she just plays this thing in like the most laziest way. Oh, you found this one, huh? You found this one. Fetch. Goey, come here. Bring it back. Bring it back here. Come on, Goey. Look how cute she is carrying that thing back. Goey, what are you going to do? You want to put it down? You want me to throw it? Look at her. She knows. She knows. Give a little chuck. She's honestly such a little, like, crazy little thing. And I really hope she stays like this well into, like, her adulthood as well, because she's, like, the perfect balance of she's calm, she's nice, she's a good cat, but she's just so adorable with how playful she is as well at the same time. Like, I don't think I could ask for any more. I absolutely love her. She's so good. And then also, whenever I need to go visit Seoul or like go spend a night somewhere, my friend just watches her. And because at this point I've gone over there so many times, taken Goey with me every single time. She has 2 cats too, and they've basically taken her in as one of their own as well. So it's really not a problem for me to leave her at my friend's house, because Goey, whenever we go in the car, whenever I pull out her carrier, she'll just go straight in. Like, watch this. See, I bought this carrier online on like Korea's version of like Amazon for like 20, 30 bucks, but it's got this window in it, which I love. And every time I pull this out, I just give it a little tap inside. Come on, Goey. Don't need any treats usually, don't need to pick her up, don't need to like force her in or anything like that. Goey, come on. She'll climb in. Takes her a minute. Come on. There you go, good girl. And you know what? She's ready to go. Just close this up. She does like to play with the zipper as I close it, so I do have to be careful not to zip her foot up. And she loves it. She has no problem traveling around in the car. She meows a little bit, but to be honest, she does not go too crazy. She just like lets out little meows every so often, I guess, just to get my attention, just to make sure I'm still there. But she's so good in here. Look at you. Look at you. Your claws are a little sharp, though. I just cut them as well. Kittens' claws grow so fast. It's crazy. And you know what? I think the next steps for her, because I just kind of wanted to get a lot of this other stuff out of the way just to make sure she was actually okay and growing up normally. Now it's time to try and leash train her. So I do have a little leash, a little harness with a little leash on it. I just want to start getting her used to wearing it, and then we can start taking her out a little bit. And we're going to have to do it like that because in Korea, you can't have an outdoor cat. Well, you can't have an outdoor/indoor cat because in Korea, there's so many wild feral cats that are always killed one way or another here. So there is no way she is ever going to be outside by herself, unattended, as long as she's living with me. And even if I move as well, it's like she's still not going to ever be an outside cat because she would not survive. I think she'll be too nice to people. She probably would just get hit by a car. So that's one of the harsh realities of having a cat in Korea. You can never have an outdoor cat as well. And then also people's dogs here are just not very well trained in general. So if they'll see a cat in public, most likely they're going to try and go for it. This is the little water fountain I got for her. And I just put it in my office here so that she can have a drink whenever we're hanging out here. Ignore me, just keep drinking. You done? She is also a very picky eater. So luckily the food that I've bought for her, the cat food that I've got for her, she has been eating pretty well. I just have this little feeder here where you put in like a whole bag of food up top here. We've got water here as well. She's just got a constant stream of food. And she's pretty good at self-regulating, I guess. She doesn't eat too much. She hasn't thrown up from eating too much or anything like that. She just goes back and just eats whenever she needs. But when it comes to cat treats, it's been a challenge trying to find which ones she likes, because I've gone through quite a few cat treats, spent quite a bit of money on cat treats, like this one, which cost me like $10. Turns out she doesn't really like these that much. But I have found that she likes the cheap stuff. For some reason, she just really likes the cheaper stuff. So this was pretty cheap. These are just those churup tubes full of like some kind of weird meaty paste. And then these were a free sample when I bought a bunch of her food. They gave me this for free as well, so she loves these too. Now I've just got to try and find her harness. I've got the little leash part of it, but I can't find the harness part of it anywhere. I found it. Just a tiny little simple harness. It does have a jingle jangle on it, but she's not going to wear this all the time, and if we are outside, then it's probably good that she has this on. But if it's annoying enough, I could take this off as well. But let's see if she'll put it on. I'm going to give her a treat to distract her. We've put this on her before once when she was much, much smaller. So I've had to like readjust this a little bit. But let's try it again. I'm just going to also make sure she's not really distraught by seeing this out. And she seems like she doesn't really care much. The jingle jangle. Gooey. This doesn't scare you, does it? This is what I read. You gotta show them how this works. She's a very inquisitive little cat. See, Gooey? It goes in here. It closes like that. You know? And then this one also closes like this. This one goes around your belly though. Oh no, this is your neck one. See? See? And then look, we can put this on you. We're not going to strap it up, but we can put it on you. You're just going to play with it, huh? Is that what you want to do? You just want to play? We're going to start wearing this every time we get in the car. Don't chew that though. No chewing. Not a toy. One of these to keep her distracted. Let's put this down here. Gooey, gooey. Put that there. Oh, gooey. Oh. She's a little skeptical about this. I think the treat, this distraction of the treat doesn't really work with her. So we'll just have to do it like this. Oh, this is gonna need a bit more adjusting. So let's do that real quick. I don't want this too tight, and I mean it's not constricting her, but there's not that much wiggle room inside this, so hopefully this is better now. This won't be so annoying. There you go. Look at her. She also does like to play with the feet of my tripod there. Come on, Gooey. Oh, you almost made it. Come on, just a little bit further. There you go. Good girl, take it. Come on. Good girl. I really just want to start associating the harness with good treats. So we'll give her one of the good ones, the ones that she really likes. Come here, Gooey. So what I think I'll do is kind of keep this on her for a bit and then take it off just because, you know, it might be a bit stressful. And then we'll do like little sessions of her keeping it on until she eventually gets better and better. And then hopefully soon she just won't mind it at all. Because her putting this on means she has to go outside. And I think she does like going outside actually. Although I will consider taking off the bell. Because I don't think she really likes the bell. But I want to see if I can keep her distracted while she's wearing it. So she realizes it's not going to be an issue. Give it a couple more minutes and we'll take it off. And then throughout the day I'm going to keep putting it on. And just so you guys do know, I am doing the research at the same time. Or going into this, I am doing the research. And that's why I've got all the treats as well, because I want her to like really just build a positive association to it. This is not the harness that I'm going to be using for her forever. I do want to get a proper, more comfortable harness for her, something that isn't so like just a thin strap. I want something that covers, like kind of hugs her more. But this is just what I have for now. And it was a cheap little harness, but it's for now, as long as I'm watching her to keep an eye on her while she's wearing this, I just want her to build like a good association to it and get used to it. 1 second. Wee, don't do that. But it's been a few minutes and I think she's probably getting a bit stressed with this. But we'll take it off now. So we'll take it off for now. She seems happy to have it off. Probably gonna have to get her really liking this thing by just always keeping it near her whenever I give her treats and everything, just to get her like completely desensitized to this. And you know what? I think I will take off the bell because I just don't think the bell does any good because it's not like, I don't know why she doesn't need it, really. I don't think so. I think we're gonna call it a day now because Goey is all pooped out. She's gonna rest for a couple hours now, most likely. But thank you for watching this real quick cat update with Goey. We're going to keep working on our leash training and hopefully make some more videos about her. Alright, Goey.